Have you ever wondered what it takes to transform an entire planet's approach to climate change? The answer might surprise you. It's not just about deploying new technologies or crafting innovative policies. It's about something far more fundamental: education. In 2024, we face a sobering reality. Among 42 global climate indicators tracked worldwide, only one stands on track to meet its 2030 target. This stark truth emerges as nearly 79% of youth across low and middle-income countries cry out that their nations face a climate emergency. The recent World Bank Group's report, Choosing Our Future: Education for Climate Action, illuminates this crisis while revealing an unexpected hero in our climate story: our classrooms. Did you know that a single year of additional education can boost climate awareness by 8.6%? But here's where it gets really interesting. Children are becoming powerful agents of change. In Bangladesh, when children learn about climate change, their family's disaster preparedness improves by 15%. This statistic illustrates that ripple effects of climate education. As underscored by the World Bank Group report, in Philippines, school environmental programs have sparked coastal protection initiatives. Similarly, Singapore, Kenya, and India's coastal regions are witnessing how classroom efforts translate into meaningful, community-wide impact. These stories demonstrate education's power to influence behaviors at scale. Through education, we can reshape how generations approach and respond to the climate emergency, creating ripples of change that extend far beyond school walls. While the power of education to drive climate action is undeniable, it is increasingly at risk. Climate change is not just a lesson taught in classrooms. It's a force that disrupts education itself, threatening to halt the very progress it seeks to inspire. According to the World Bank Group report, an astounding 404 million students globally faced school closures due to extreme weather events between 2022 and 2024. Low-income countries bear the brunt, losing 18 days of instruction annually compared to 2.4 days in high-income nations. According to the World Bank report, students in Pakistan lost 97 school days to climate-related events, more than half an academic year. So how do we prepare students for a rapidly changing world? Countries are innovating. The report mentioned that Finnish schools have integrated climate change into all subjects, from math to literature. Costa Rica also weaves local environmental challenges into its curriculum, while Japanese schools combine disaster preparedness with environmental education. These pioneering approaches demonstrate how education can evolve to meet our changing climate reality. While these innovative models show promise, the challenge lies in scaling them globally. Should India, for example, embed climate action into its educational framework to better prepare future leaders for rising natural disasters? This question becomes particularly pressing when considering the resource disparities between nations. For instance, the financial implications of such educational adaptations are significant. The World Bank report stressed that a basic adaptation package would average $18.51 per student, with comprehensive solutions ranging from $45.68 to $101.97. Yet, stark disparities exist. High-income countries spend $8,400 per student annually, compared to just $51.80 in low-income nations. These numbers highlight the urgent need for international cooperation and support to ensure equitable access to climate-focused education. Despite these challenges, several countries are leading the way with practical solutions that bridge the gap between education and climate action. Germany's dual education system merges classroom learning with sustainable industry training. Morocco's Renewable Energy Institutes prepare specialists for the solar sector. These successful models offer blueprints for other nations to adapt and implement according to their unique contexts and resources. In this sense, education emerges as a crucial foundation for building a climate-conscious society. Moreover, the impact of education extends far beyond traditional career preparation, creating a multifaceted effect that transforms communities from the ground up. It becomes the foundation for equipping individuals with the skills needed to shape sustainable industries, create green jobs, and redefine work for a climate-resilient future. Across the globe, a quiet revolution is underway. According to a World Bank Group report, India projects 35 million green jobs by 2047. Imagine creating employment equivalent to Canada's entire population. Meanwhile, the United States is expected to create 9 million new jobs in the energy sector alone by 2030. Here's a misconception we need to break. Green jobs aren't just for scientists in white lab coats. Would you believe that in Egypt, India, and Kenya, less than half of green job posting requires STEM skills? The truth is, every job can become greener with the right skills. So, what exactly are these green jobs? Think of it this way. A green job is simply any role that helps protect or restore our environment. It could be as direct as a solar panel installer or as surprising as our mothers focusing on zero-waste cooking. The beauty is that these aren't just jobs. They are solutions to our planet's biggest challenges: climate change. Let's take a world tour of green jobs in action. In Mumbai, a fashion designer creates clothing from recycled materials. In Rio de Janeiro, a restaurant manager implements food waste reduction programs. In Dubai, a logistics coordinator optimizes delivery routes to reduce emissions. Notice something. These examples reimagine familiar roles for a sustainable future. By broadening the perception of green jobs, we can mobilize entire sectors toward climate solutions. But this revolution in work doesn't stop at creating new green jobs. It extends to transforming existing roles across every sector. This shift calls for a deeper integration of green skills into traditional industries, broadening the scope of climate-conscious employment. The World Bank Group emphasizes how Indonesia is adapting to green skills demand, with 76% of businesses reporting the need for role transitions. These transformations highlight how deeply climate realities are embedded in the workforce. Consider the breadth of change. Singapore's maritime industry is adopting sustainable shipping practices. South Africa's mining sector is transitioning to environmentally conscious methods. Thailand's manufacturing workers are learning circular economy principles. Urban planners in Delhi are incorporating climate resilience into city designs. Such transitions redefine what it means to be qualified in the modern workforce, demanding a broad, cross-sector reimagination of skill development. With green skills shaping industries and classrooms, fostering climate innovators, the momentum for change is undeniable. As highlighted by the World Bank Group, this transformation must include significant global partnerships to fund and implement scalable climate education models. The question now is, how do we accelerate this progress to meet the challenges ahead? As 140 countries commit to net zero targets, our classrooms are becoming laboratories for climate solutions. Every student represents hope for a sustainable future, and every lesson has the potential to shape tomorrow's climate innovators. But the most pressing question remains: will we act quickly enough to harness education's power in the fight against climate change? The transformation of education for climate action is not just about teaching environmental science. It's about reimagining how we prepare the next generation to become stewards of a sustainable world. From the classroom to the workplace, education is the bridge between awareness and action, inspiration and implementation. As the world faces a climate crisis, it is clear that education is not just part of the solution. It is the foundation upon which all solutions are built.